Hi everyone, Ariana Friedlander here with Rosabella Consulting, and this week I'm going to show you how to use your journal to track triggers. And by doing that, you will deepen your awareness of when and how much and what is causing you to experience a trigger. Now, this is a tool that is really great to use if you're going through the pattern rewrite process, which I shared in some earlier videos. Particularly helps when you're working in the trigger reaction loop, when you're striving to understand what is going on, what is triggering you to experience a patterned threat response of fight, flight, freeze, or appease, and therefore you are not showing up the way you want to in certain situations. So that's what we're going to do here today. So you'll turn to a blank page in your journal, and the best way to use this tool is to set it up now when you're feeling fine and to revisit it later. So you're just going to draw a really simple grid. You'll include the date, the stimuli, and some notes. Okay, so just like this. And you'll want to leave room for the stimuli and the notes because those might be the most informative parts. Now, when I track on something like this, I don't add the rows yet. I just add the columns because I never know how much I'm going to need to write in the moment. But you have it set up and then you can come back. You might fill it in daily or even in the moment when a trigger happens. I've also had some clients find it really helpful just to remind themselves when they experience a trigger, I'm going to make note of this later. I am going to make note of the fact that the tone of voice my boss used in that meeting made me feel anxious and unsteady and questioning myself, right? And so those are the kinds of things you might choose to do. So under date, you'll include like the date, and it also can help to include the general time of day as well. So say it was at 2 p.m. and maybe the stimuli was, someone yelling at me. And then the notes are where you can include your feelings, sensations, or thoughts. So maybe for me, the feelings, like when someone yells at me, I just feel like this stutter in my heart. Maybe scared, and a desire to hide. Right, and then, once you finish one section, you can put a line across. Of course, my pen is deciding to die now. That happens as a journaler. But, again, your journal doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be cutesy at all. It is something that is just for you to do and to use as a way to improve your relationship with your innermost thoughts and feelings and show up as the leader, the partner, and the friend you want to be. So what you can do is you can use this tracker. I've had clients use it for maybe a week at a time or 2 weeks. Usually if you can use it for at least a few days to a week, you can really start to see some data points that can help you understand your trigger reactions. And that is really helpful to use to be able to go through the process of rewriting an unhealthy pattern into an empowering practice. You don't always have to react with that desire to freeze or hide from the world or the need to fight. So whatever it is for you, this is just a way to give you some data that you can use in this process of improving yourself and how you're showing up. Now, as always, if you would like to join others to experience some camaraderie in your journaling practice and some personal support and inspiration to experience the transformation you seek right now, you're always welcome to join us for a journal jam. More information about the next one and how to register are below. Would love to see you there. Always love hearing how these journaling prompts are impacting you, what you're getting out of it. So feel free to share in the comments. And thank you so much for sharing this journey with me, for being on this journey with me. And I hope you are staying well.